Hi you guys, it's me, Michelle. Do you remember me? Do you remember me? Wow, I feel like it's so cliche. I know it's been a long time. I have a lot to talk about today and we're gonna get real. We're gonna get as real as I've ever been, I think, in today's video. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I just wanted to do a sit down and I wanted to check in on you guys. I know a lot of you guys have been checking in on me, so I wanted to talk to you guys and catch up. And yeah, let's get started. First of all, I should say this is the first time I've showered and done my hair in almost 3 weeks and worn makeup. I don't leave my house, obviously, and Corona times, right? Don't leave the house, and why would I put makeup on? I don't see anyone, and of course my battery is almost dead. Okay, we're gonna see how long this battery can last. First off, let's just start. If you haven't noticed, I have been absent from all of my social media except TikTok. I'll talk about that in a minute. When everything went down about 2.5, 3 weeks ago, we were already going through some crazy stressful times. So let's backtrack. If you guys remember 1 year ago, on my birthday, we found out that Brad was going to lose his job. It was a nightmare. It was very scary. It was out of the blue. His company did like 100 and something people, like they laid off. Well, funny because, not really funny, 1 year later, the exact same thing happened. Brad was laid off again with a bunch of people because of budget cuts. This was before all the Corona stuff happened. And of course, they didn't give us a great severance or anything. So our time is ticking to find a new job here. And with all this coronavirus stuff going on, there are so many people losing their jobs as well. And people are stopping hiring. They're doing hiring freezes. And so right now we don't have anything and no prospects right now. I'm always real with you guys. If I'm doing great, I'm doing great. If I'm not doing great, I'm not doing great. And I don't feel comfortable getting on social media and pretending everything's picture perfect, because I know personally I don't like that. I don't like when people just, some people do, some people don't, I guess. Like everything's picture perfect all the time. That's not me. You guys know I always try to keep it 100% honest as much as I can without like letting all my personal baggage out, right? And I also just didn't want to be on social media when all this Corona stuff happened. There was so much negativity and panic and political, you guys, if you're on social media, you know how crazy it can be on there with all this stuff. And it just makes me realize more than ever, if you guys, I'm sure you feel the same way, because we're all in our homes with our children and our spouses. I mean, if you can be, I know like my parents, they have to go to work, so they can't sit at home all day. But I just love my family more than anything, and I will do anything to make this family survive. And I know my husband feels the same way, and it's frustrating and it's scary. And I was supposed to go to London last week, London and Paris, and obviously that got canceled, and I was bummed about that, but not really, because I wanted to be with my kids, especially with all this Corona stuff. I didn't want to abandon them and leave for the other side of the world and then get trapped there, you know. So more than anything, I'm honestly just bummed about Brad's job situation, and it's really frustrating. It's also been a very spiritual experience, just like it was last year. And I feel very inspired to start my own businesses and to start working more again here on all my social media. So if you see some sponsored posts, please don't hate me. Just know I'm trying to help support my family. And yes, I'm only doing things that I love. I've said this a million times. I turned down products. I turned down this one company today. They wanted to send me free clothes. I'm like, that's not my style. I'm sorry. But yeah, so just trust me with all that sponsored stuff. I know people hate it, but if you spend lots of time doing a job, you would want to be paid too. Trust me. That's been going on. That's been taking up all of our time. Obviously, thankfully, I feel like we were pretty prepared for the Corona stuff. And there was an earthquake last week. There was also an earthquake, which really just put things into perspective. I don't really talk to anyone. I don't obviously see anyone. So I feel like we're in our own little bubble, and it honestly reminds me a lot of the time period, the first year after I had the twins, where I couldn't ever leave my house. I was never social, all of that. So I kind of feel like this isn't as shocking to me because I'm home a lot in comparison to how I used to be. If you watch my old vlogs, how I was like always on the go, that's not me anymore. I can't do that anymore. Now my battery is acting up again. Okay, so job loss, earthquake, Corona. I also want to send my love to all of you out there who have lost jobs because of this, who are struggling in any way, I was thinking today, David Dobrik, a YouTuber, was just sending out Venmos and PayPals and Cash App, all this stuff, and I wish so badly that financially I could do something for you guys, because I know this is like hard on us right now, but then I just think of the parents who are working full-time, their kids aren't at school at all. I just wish so badly I could do more to help. Just know that if I had that, I'd be handing out money to all of you that needed it, because that just breaks my heart. I think and pray about all those people who are suffering right now. So I didn't mean to start crying. Whew. Anyway, that being said, I've kind of hinted and teased at, and I don't want to go into crazy detail because it's very personal, about some things that have changed in my life over the last few months. Also kind of why I've taken a huge step back. I made a very big decision back in the fall, a very, very big decision. And it's changed the course of my life. Personal stuff. I don't want to get like into drama or anything. It's changed my relationships with a lot of people. I've lost relationships. My relationships have changed. I've become a lot more on my own than I ever have been. And while it's been difficult, it's been such a learning process for me. And I've learned to love myself even more, because I've made that choice to make my kids and my family number one. And so friendships and relationships have had to suffer for that. And I think that's okay. I think it's healthy to have friendships and everything, but I get caught up in a lot of things sometimes, and I just had to make that choice to put my kids first. And because of that, a lot of negative things have happened in my life that have been very painful and very hurtful. And while I've felt very alone, I feel very grateful for those amazing friends and those amazing family members who have been there with me. So yeah, I think I'm gonna kind of leave it broad like that, but just, I feel so much more love for myself than I ever have. And I'm proud of myself for standing up for myself, even though I know it was going to change a lot of things. And I just want to encourage anybody out there who is not feeling like themselves because of any relationships that they're in, that it's okay to set boundaries. You can be loving and kind and caring, but you can still set boundaries for yourself. I'm gonna leave that at that. So those are some of the really big things that have been going on in my life. And I find myself on social media, I just can't keep up in the way that other people are, because I really am just honestly taking care of my kids every day. And I love it. I mean, this whole quarantine situation, it's just so fun. The days go by so fast, and I know I'm gonna miss this like special time in our lives where we have nowhere to be, no activities, no friends, no outside anything. It's just us. And I feel like we've gotten so much closer. I feel like my kids fight way less. Pretty crazy. Yeah, so it's been a very big growing 6 months. And even my birthday recently, it was last week, a week and a half ago, was a very eye-opening experience for me too. I feel like it's the first time that it was just like, just me and my family. And it wasn't this, it didn't need to be this huge production with 50 million friends and all this social media, like that stuff is great, but like, that's not the meaningful stuff, right? The attention you get from outsiders, it's the attention that you get from those that you love. And I'm just so grateful for, once again, the family that I have, that I'm super close to, and those near and dear friends that I just love and appreciate them so much. So this is kind of like a long video, just ranting, rambling, not really ranting. So moral of the story, I'm always on TikTok right now, and I will be back on everything else, but I just really needed a break from all that negativity. But TikTok's been really fun because I don't know anybody on there. So anytime I get on there, it's like random people I don't know. So it's like not stressful. It's like really funny. It's really creative, just such a different platform. So Pearson is my name on TikTok if you guys want to check it out. Basically, long story short, it's been crazy. I know it's not just crazy for us. I know it's crazy for all of you. And once again, I am praying for all of you who are struggling right now in whatever area that may be, if it's job related, friendship related, family related, depression related. I'm here for you, and I really love you. And I know you can't comment because YouTube won't let you, but email me, michellepearsonyt@gmail.com, or you can send me a message on Facebook. And I would love to go through that and answer you and see how you guys are all doing. I've been through a lot, but I have grown a lot, and I've changed a lot. but for the better. And I feel like I'm more myself now than I have been in a long time, and that feels great. And sometimes it's one of those things where it's like quality over quantity always, and that's how I feel now. I have the best friends in the world. I have the best husband and the most amazing kids, and my sisters and my parents, and it's just so much love. And I appreciate any of you who are still here after all these years, coming up on 9 years now here on YouTube. And I just really want to be a place that you can go, that you can feel comforted, and that you can feel not alone in whatever situation you're going through. Once again, I love you. Love yourself too. And don't be afraid to set boundaries in your life, whatever that means for you. Make sure to take time for yourself and do what makes you happy and do what makes you feel like yourself. Okay, my battery's about to die, but I'm here and I hope to make some more videos during this coronavirus madness. But I pray that things will get better in my life and in our family's lives and all of your lives as well. And I hope we can get through this time and just really appreciate those near and dear to us. And I just know that I love and I appreciate you more than anything. So thanks for sticking around. I'll see you guys later. Bye.